sprite from the file, that's fine too. So you can go to all of these different files. And so here's people, if you want to start out as a person. And there are photographs and there are drawn characters. And maybe if you're a little bit shy and you don't want to draw something, you can just take a character that already exists and maybe modify them. So like say this girl 3 running. And let's say it's going to be a self-portrait and you have different color hair or different color shorts. What you can do is go into costumes, click edit, and now we can change her. And just like I showed you how to change the guy's pants, let's say if she's blonde, we can click on this color and we can go into an area and just start to change your hair. And it has to be where all the colors have to be the same. So I'm going to have to come through here quite a bit and click on all the little brown areas because there's lots of different variations of brown that's in this hair. So it's going to take a little bit more work than just the single color that I had before with the pants. Let's say the stripe, let's change that to a violet. And we'll say okay. So now she's a little bit different and we can work with her the same way we did before. Now, let me show you just a couple more things that you can do as you create your character that will get you ready for animation. So let's just say my guy is watching this girl come running by and he wants to wave hello to her. Alright, so I have to click on this sprite here to get his properties. I'm going to edit him. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change his hand movement. Now, I'm going to say OK for right now and hold him. And I'm going to copy him 4 times. And this second one I'm going to edit. I'm going to raise his hand up just a little bit. So I'm going to use this select tool. And I'm just going to come right in here to his arm. And I'm going to rotate it this way. And I'm going to bring his hand up. I'm going to say, OK. And I'm going to take the next guy, the next costume, and I'm going to select the arm, same way I did before, and I'm going to rotate it 2 times. And I'm going to move it up. And hit OK. And I'll take the last guy. And the select tool. And I'll do this one 3 times. And move it up. And hit OK. So what happens with this is I have his arm slowly moving up, and then I need the arm to move back down to complete the waving motion. So I go back to costume 3 and I copy it, and it goes right there. I go back to costume 2 and I copy it, and it goes right there. And now I've got a waving sequence. And what I'm going to do with the scripts, get rid of these guys. And I'll go to looks, and it's going to be next costume. and I need to control when he's going to do the waving. So when the space key is pressed, it will go to the next costume. It'll go through those. And I'm going to have it repeat. So I'm going to have it repeat 4 times. I just click there, put a 4. So I put next costume. Alright, so let's imagine we've started our project. The guy sees the girl. I'm going to click the space bar and he waves. But he doesn't wave the right way. So I've done something wrong. I've had it repeat next costume just 4 times. So it's only gone through this one, this one, this one, and this one. I need for it to go through all of them and do it 4 times. So let me go back to my scripts, and I'm going to have it repeat 4 times, but I'm going to put forever in here. So it's going to go through all of the costumes forever for 4 times. So let's try this again. So my guy sees the girl, he's going to wave, and I click the space bar now. There, and he's waving. Now, I don't know that that's really a good wave. So what I think, he needs to wave just a little bit more slowly. So I need to put a wait block in there. So the wait, 1 second might be a little long. So I'm going to have it be a quarter second, 0.25. So I'm going to put the wait in here. So now when the space bar is pressed, it's going to repeat 4 times, and forever it will go to the next costume, waiting a quarter of a second in between each one. Okay, so I'll hit the space bar again. Now he's waving. Okay, so that's just how you can create your character, and then what it will look like later when you go in there and edit it. There's lots of things that are kind of rough about this. His sleeve doesn't have the complete blue line around it, but I hope you get the idea, and I hope you're able to create your character before we meet next week. So I'm going to hit the stop sign, and I'm going to go back to my character here, costumes, and I'm going to go to edit. So you need to be able to get into the paint editor and draw your character, and you'll probably want to give yourself a sketch underneath it, and then later come back in with thicker paint brushes and add the color on top, and do it however you want. What you might want to also do is, if you're going to do the superhero transformation, you may also want to go ahead and do your what you're going to turn into. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and save this one, and I'm going to save this one as explanation and my name. And I would suggest you use your name on yours as well, so later on, if we're working on different computers, you'll be able to find which ones are yours. Okay, so I say okay, and that will be it for this one. Next, I'm going to go in and show you a little bit more about some more specific animation that's going to be a little bit smooth and a little bit nicer. But go ahead and open up Scratch and create a character for yourself. Okay?